Oh my goodness. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Showdown Celso card to review today. We're taking a look at a pretty decent card, to be honest. We're taking a look at someone who is 5'10", high work rated. He has a left foot while being 4-star skills with a 3-star weak foot. So obviously for the meta of the game, the 3-star weak foot is a little bit of a letdown for sure. But if he does have the shot power to be able to compensate for it a little bit, it'll definitely be pretty decent. Base card player traits, he has the finesse shot trait, which is pretty awesome. He also has the outside foot shot trait, which is pretty cool as well to compensate for the weak foot not being there. Base card stats. This card actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, 87 acceleration with 88 sprint speed. We're going to be giving him the shadow chemistry style to boost that up a lot. If he gets a potential upgrade in the future and you actually give him an anchor chemistry style, the pace that he's going to have in that area with the improvements while giving him some physical and defensive boosts will definitely be very nice. But not only that, if they improve his defense a certain way, you could actually potentially give this card an engine chemistry style right now as well and have fun with that too. I think the Shadow still makes the most sense for right now, though. Base card stats for shooting is very nice at 88, 85. 92 for shot power, which is very important at 86 composure. Base card passing stats, he's at very good stats as well with 89 short passing, 89 long passing, 88 curve, 91 vision. Definitely very nice as well. Base card stats for dribbling, for a person who I see mostly playing in the center mid or CDM position, is actually quite nice for a midfielder. Like I said, with the Showdown cards, EA have actually been releasing cards that make more sense to release. With Celso, he's a 200k card. On a Shadow Chemistry style, this is what he looks like with his defensive stats. Okay. Yeah, so as a center mid, that looks pretty dope because he even has the 90 stamina as well. Yeah, he has the 90 stamina to work with too, because his base card stats for defense is set up in a way where when you give him the Shadow Chemistry style, he gets really important improvements in certain areas. But with the anchor, you know, take a look at the card, right? Giving him the physical boost, the defensive boost, and the pace boost is definitely very nice as well. But obviously in this game, the reason why we give pace to most of the players is because it's the most important thing in this game, to be honest. So with Celso, I was actually trying out Ake's card. So you're going to see me use Celso up top in the striker position for a little bit to test out his shooting presence as much as possible. But for the review over here, we are going to be using the 4-4-2. So the 4-4-2 is going to look like this. I usually like to use this formation for these reviews. We're going to do Sissoko. We'll just switch it with Zinchenko for now. And then we'll put Ake. Oh, just got to switch that there. Aguero will switch with Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura with Zinchenko. It's just to be able to try out the card, you know. Mara's here. Instructions will be cover center, stay back for Curtis. The rest is on balance. Then we're just going to have it on balance tactics, and we should be good to go. Okay, let's go try them out. Nice little finesse shot there with Celso. We will take that. Oh, Celso's doing the work for me right now. Nice little shot cancel, get him on his finesse shot right there. Very nice. Huh, that's one way to score with Celso. Sorry, I was using like manual goalkeeping and stuff, so I had to mess with him a little bit, you know? Had to mess with him a little bit. Oh my goodness, I was actually going to go in with Celso. No! Oh, let's go, Celso. Good finish again. Once you get used to the person's shooting, the way that you power up the strike to score those opportunities, you kind of have to like kind of judge it a little bit, you know? Ooh, even on his weak foot, too. Good enough dribbling in that situation to score that opportunity, too. Agile enough to move into that position to get that ball. Ooh, Lo Celso with the finish. Okay, Lo Celso, chill, my boy. Okay. This guy is working with some sauce. Some sauce. There you go. Yeah, here's the thing, right? Is that, like, even if I get him on his weak foot, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, this guy just leaves right away. Interesting. Yeah, even if I get him on his weak foot, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because if I get into a high percentage strike area and I utilize his finishing and shot power, it's definitely very nice. Now, the one thing that I do notice with Lo Celso's card is a little bit of the dribbling, right? A little bit of the dribbling in regards to moving left and right and stuff. So I want to give him an engine chemistry style just to see if it would improve it by that much. So if we take a look here, you can see that with the engine chemistry style, we're going to be giving him a +5/+5 for pace, but it's the balance, agility, and dribbling boost that I want to take a look at in game. Now, obviously, with the improvements on the card, you might not necessarily need to focus too much on the dribbling, because with the anchor or the shadow, it'd definitely be very nice anyway, so... I do notice a little bit of a dribbling improvement on his card with the engine, for sure. Is it enough for me to give him that card specifically, though? It doesn't seem like it. With someone like Royce, like, when I took off engine from him, like, it just made me so sad. I was like, nah. Yeah, that finesse shot trait's definitely very nice. Finesse shot trait is, it's such a big deal, man. It's such a big deal, but not only is it a big deal, right? It's the fact that he has the shot power to deal with it too, man. Oh my goodness. That's how crazy the finesse shot trait is, bro. That's how crazy it is, man. That is how crazy it is, my dude. Lo Celso definitely has a lot of potential as a player with the upgrade, right? On the Shadow, he's definitely very cool to work with. He's obviously not like some sort of a full meta beast, but he can play in it really nicely as well. But card is pretty cool for what it is, man. I know my boy Guiu is definitely going to be happy about that, because he is a Spurs fan, so he definitely needed a card like this, actually. Because now he can use, like, I think it's like Sissoko and him now, so it's pretty sick. Okay. Off the touch, he doesn't go directly to the side right there. Oh, that's a bad throw from him. Finesse shot from that angle. Okay, those are really bad ones to hit, so I expect him to hit that really poorly. You want to stress test the really bad angles, right? Because some players are absolutely ridiculous, bro. Yeah, I think I like Lo Celso more with the shadow chemistry style. If he's going to be playing in the midfield position, I'm going to need that pace and for his defense to be a little bit higher. But I am noticing from base characteristics that because of the high work rates, he does actually come back. He comes back and defends nicely. I do think that the lack of weak foot kind of sucks for the meta of the game nowadays, but again, it is one of those cards that is usable in the meta depending on the links that you want to work with for your club. He has like this weird initial acceleration to push into the play quickly, and that's where I really need to give him as much acceleration as possible to kind of compensate for that. I noticed with the Shadow he's a little bit better at that, but that is a base characteristic of his as well. The thing that I'm talking about, guys, like, you know when you're using, like, N'Golo Kanté in your team, and he's just a transitioning monster, like, even if he has to do a full 180 and he has to turn behind him, like, he's still really fast, like, that's the type of stuff I'm usually talking about. By the way, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about Tottenham's, you know, sacking Mourinho. Like, listen, I know he's Portuguese, blah, blah, you guys are going to think that this is, like... You guys are going to think... Outside foot. You guys are going to think that this is, like, a bias, but... I don't understand why they fired him before the final against Man City. You know what I'm saying? I think they're losing right now to Southampton actually 1-0. Like, I don't get it. Personally, I don't get it. Personally, I don't know. Like, you sign the manager, right? And you know what his play style is. And then you... I don't know. It's just... I don't get it. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Lo Celso card. So, with the Showdown cards that EA has been releasing nowadays, they actually release cards that can play in the meta well. Like, before they used to release, you know, cards like Herman, and Herman was just, like, Like, I don't see a single soul using that Herman card because they're just not cards you can use in the meta of the game. But with Celso, he is a card that you can use in the meta of the game, because with a card like this, you're most likely going to be giving him a Shadow Chemistry Style if you complete it right now. But the thing about this card is the potential upgrade that he can have in the future with the great base card stats that he has to work with, right? So I am more hopeful for the upgrade version of this card, although with a Shadow, he's definitely usable in the meta of the game, right? Here's the thing. If you give this card an Anchor Chemistry Style, right, and he actually ends up winning, because I'm pretty sure this is for the final, right? If he ends up winning the final, or Tottenham wins the final, and they improve his base card stats for dribbling, and they improve his base card stats for shooting, even with the 3-star weak foot, a high work rated player that can dribble across a pitch nicely, with the improvements that the card could potentially get, is going to be very nice. So yes, it is more of a hopeful thing with this Showdown card, because if he gets that improvement, he's going to be a very sick midfield card to use. But even right now, right, as you guys can see from the highlights, this card has a lot of really good stuff to work with. Now, I personally like to mostly with the Shadow Chemistry Style because, again, you are working with very decent dribbling stats. The average body type affects the card a little bit in regards to dribbling, but it's not a huge nuisance because it's a midfielder, right? You kind of have to expect that with cards like this. But a lot of saving graces with this card is obviously the fact that his base card stats for shooting is set up the way that it is with the 92 shot power. 92 shot power is a very good cutoff for the game nowadays, right? So you can shoot with his weak foot or his strong foot when you get into the right areas of the pitch, right? I liked his shooting because cards like this, when they have high shot power, you kind of just like boost up that shot a certain way where you kind of like feel it. You know that he's going to do that like bending animation or just a really good finesse shot from the certain body animations that he decides to make, right? So I think it's a really cool card to unlock. My boy Giyu is definitely going to be very excited about him because now he can use Lo Celso with Sissoko and his team as the main midfield guys, right? So if you want to unlock this Lo Celso card, again, don't expect him to be some crazy special card. Like even Ronaldo Sanchez inform is crazier than this card, right? Because that inform Ronaldo Sanchez is just disgusting. But Lo Celso is definitely very good, and he can play in the meta nicely. But he's not like some sort of special card, of course, right? So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this review. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.